seriously? You know, I thought the citizens of Burke improved after Mildew left, but apparently they're at it again. I mean...
What, citizens of Burke? I don't think those were the citizens of Burke.
Really? Because that's Mother Magnus, or actually Magnus's mother.
Yeah.
Appleboot guy.
Uh-huh.
Alvin, Outcast member. Why is he there?
I'm pretty sure not all of them are going to change immediately overnight. I mean, look at Mildew.
Touché.
But you know, just because they got a budget upgrade does not mean that they're going to throw all their money into a variety of character designs. I mean, look at the Hunter minions. They all look alike as well.
Well, on the bright side, we got a new dragon.
You mean the Pokemon?
Pokemon?
That.
I concede.
This is episode 8 of season 3 called Strikeout, spelled with a Y. Yeah, because, you know, there's a bowling or a baseball joke I could make, but for the life of me, I just can't come up with one. So, just gonna move on.
Yeah.
So, let's summarize this. Essentially, Hiccup is captured by the Dragon Hunters on a mission by Snotlout. And both he and Toothless are brought to an arena where there are dragon gladiatorial fights.
Yep. And Astrid and the team go and rescue him.
Mm-hmm. And you know, they rescue him, and apparently they got a new dragon to head over so that they can take back to the edge with them. Finally, after letting Torch go and also letting go of the Speed Singer, that cute little Velociraptor sharky thing. Yeah. They're finally taking a dragon back. Now we give Buffalord Soldier a pass because it would have a hissy fit if it was gone, if it left its island. Yeah. But finally they're bringing a new dragon home, and that's just it in a nutshell. Side note is apparently there is a bigger plot afoot, is that they need Toothless alive for some reason. But other than that, that's it.
Yeah. This episode was really...
I feel it was kind of very uncreative in some points. I mean, it was still nice. It's not bad compared to Big Man on Burke. We pretty much know that Big Man on Burke is
the high point.
Or low point. The low point.
The low point.
Yes.
I was going to say the high point of badness.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, when you have that to compare to, this is a pretty okay episode. I take issue that there are some lackluster creativity.
Well, where do we begin? The NPCs?
Well, they've been doing that for, let's see, this is the 3rd season, so 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
of DreamWorks Dragons. Okay,
it was acceptable in season 1 and 2 because you're just getting your boots off the ground. Mm-hmm. But Netflix acquired them.
Well, if they haven't done it, if they haven't changed it in like the 4 next seasons, they're probably not going to change it now. So why bother to make a big deal?
So we now have immortal citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Because Heather changed, Hiccup changed, and the entire cast of Dragons changed,
and Gustav changed.
So, yeah. But they stay the same. All of them.
Because they are NPCs. If this was a video game, they'd be NPCs.
Touché.
Right. So anyway, So, yeah. And how about the island? The island looked a little like Outcast Island, just a little smoother, not as rough around the edges.
Yeah, it's a bit smoother. But, really, the biggest one of them all is this dragon.
Yeah. Now, I will admit it is kind of creative in some way, but it just really reminds me of a Pokemon. It looks more like if you've seen the Flash, then you know who the Reverse Flash is. This looks like the reverse form of Pikachu.
Let's see. We have Beedrill's drills. We have the head of a Rhydon, though it looks like a Pikachu.
It has the ears of a Pikachu.
Yes.
And it has 3 scorpion tails.
Yes.
Now, ultimately, what does save this episode, apart from its third act, is, of course, the twins. They're always in top form.
Yes. Now they decided to try the detective business. Apparently they wanted to be like Inspector Gadget.
Or like Agent 86
in
Get Smart.
Yes.
Which was created by my favorite comedic director of all time, Mel Brooks.
Yes.
And that's ultimately what saves this episode, or what makes it enjoyable for me.
Yes, the two bickering back and forth about bad Viking, good Viking, and it's like,
and when they're interrogating that dragon hunter, I thought, that's actually the most brilliant way to get him to crack. I mean, just I'll tell you anything. Just get me away from these psychos.
Just get him to shut up.
I know. And so I kind of felt like that was a little lost, but still, they made us laugh, which ultimately does make this enjoyable.
Then there's that one quote about business.
What was it?
I can't quite remember all the context about Asher bluntly tells the two that they got one of the hunters to crack in front of the hostage they're trying to interrogate.
Yes.
So that guy runs off and sends Terramail. And by the way, hunters use Terramail.
I know they're kind of enslaved them and they kind of probably force them to do their bidding, but do hawks not exist in this world?
Yeah.
Or eagles? Granted, I'm pretty sure the dragons might have eaten most of them, but still.
Top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
But, so actually they go and follow that, and one of the quotes is like, figures it out.
Yeah. Yeah, in the sleuthing business, we call this tailing.
In the twins business, not twins, what was it?
Idiot business.
In the idiot business, we call this the twins business.
And business is booming.
My God.
Yeah, that's ultimately what does make this episode enjoyable. That and the moment between, and when Toothless and the Triple Strike fight each other, and Toothless goes back into like full dragon mode, and I really like that little POV shot where we get just he sees nothing but red.
Yeah.
And then just as he's about to deliver the final blow, he looks into his eyes, which was the main thing from the first movie. The movie that started this whole thing.
Now, my complaint is, okay, it wasn't exactly the greatest build-up, but, the beginning of the episode, the guy's trying to obviously profit from the gladiatorial fights, but he can't because the champion, the Triple Strike, is a badass.
Mm-hmm.
With all the fights ending in 5 minutes. And that fight didn't look that epic. It was pretty lackluster. It didn't even feel threatening.
No, I kind of have to admit and now that doesn't mean it was like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, just no. It was. I mean, there was
a good moments here
and
there,
but
overall,
it was intercut with scenes with the writers trying to rescue Hiccup, storming the island, and ultimately, the camera work for that one, returned, which I liked.
Oh yeah.
But I guess they didn't have enough money. I guess there wasn't enough money for the episode to just make an epic dragon fight, not like in How to Train Your Dragon. And I'm not talking about with the big boss. I'm talking like with the monstrous nightmare.
Mm-hmm. And another thing is Hiccup why can't you remove that muzzle?
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can make the argument that he was trying to wait it out so that he could free the other dragons, but he's got a Night Fury. Just remove the muzzle, blast all the chains, and blast the doors. They're all free.
Now, that being said, I wonder, are those every metal dragon proof?
I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe just the chain on his leg was probably the only thing not dragon proof.
Because here's the thing: they had that Razor Whip's tail locked up. You know, apparently it's the own tail. I don't know if it's because it isn't flexible enough to just go like that and just cut it open. But no, Heather's Razor Whip just cut it open like butter.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe she knows there's a weak spot. I mean, she was with the Dragon Hunters as a spy.
True. Now that being said, there is one bright side though. It's kind of bleak in this kind of aspect. I did like how they show what the gladiatorial fights does to these dragons.
Mm-hmm.
They show the marks. They show all the scars. These dragons don't look pretty.
Yep. Let's see. Fill in your own Michael Vick punchline here, if you're actually old enough to get that reference. I don't know who's watching this.
Yeah, but seriously, like, even they made a callback to the first season.
Yes, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Nonetheless. Yeah, with Hook Fang and his tooth problem.
Yep.
I mean, it's nice to know that they're backtracking to their roots.
Oh yeah.
While still keeping an eye towards the future.
Yeah. And no, that subplot with Riker that they need Toothless alive, and in fact, he kind of threatened what do we call the guy in charge? I don't know.
A bouncer. I don't know.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know.
But he's the guy that gets everyone riled up. They make bets. But yeah, that guy.
Spectator, I guess, or the MC maybe.
The MC. The MC. He practically was choking him, saying that if Toothless die, he dies.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't part of the deal. I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
But so yeah, there is a bigger plot apparently with Toothless, and the fact that at the end of the episode, after and oh yeah, by the way, Berserker fish legs.
Berserker fish legs, yeah.
Boy, I wish we could see more of that.
Yeah, I guess what you're trying to say that at the end of the episode, we got that they're bringing the triple strike with them to Edge because it's been. They say that it's been in captivity for too long.
Yeah,
and so it can't. So it doesn't know how to be free.
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed about that actually.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, this was a passable episode. And, there's nothing left.
There is nothing left.
No. So, you know what that means?
What?
It means that we will see you next time for episode 9.